You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Speaking of getting tightened up, has not been a good week for Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz. Lord. The Department of Justice is investigating Gaetz for him allegedly having sex with underage women. Also now they're talking about text messages where they were actually, this is from the Daily Beast, they're exclusive today. Go to my iPad, please. Says these text messages pointed the feds to Matt Gaetz. And when you read this story, it talks about there was another official, the Seminole County tax collector, Joel Greenberg, who had been indicted by the feds. And then when they were investigating him, they began to realize that, oh, Gaetz was involved in some stuff as well. Then he goes on Fox News and tells Tucker, don't you remember your wife and I had dinner with this young woman? You remember? And Tucker's like, no, pimp. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. And here's the other deal that's quite interesting. You know, Fox News loves to talk about, you know, scandals. Matt Gaetz was on Fox News 18 times in March. There's been no mention of Matt Gaetz on Fox News in the last 3 days. I wonder why. The folks at Vote Vets, they put out this 30-second spot. Check this out.
Sexual misconduct. Sex trafficking a 17-year-old girl. The allegations around Congressman Matt Gaetz are shocking and getting worse every day. He's even lost Fox News. But by day, Gaetz still sits on the House Armed Services Committee, overseeing a military dealing with its own problems with sexual assault. Matt Gaetz needs to be removed from the Armed Services Committee now.
Then you have the New York Times reporting that Matt Gaetz was actually showing photos, videos of women he slept with to colleagues on the House floor. You know, Candace, I really am true.
What'd he say?
I don't give a damn about punk ass Matt Gaetz. I hope they lock his trifling ass up. Oh, I hope they throw. And then he comes out and says he's been talking to Fox News, Newsmax, and others about a job. Fox News like, oh, the hell you had? No, we ain't. Oh, no, we ain't got no interest in you, dog.
Oh, no.
And very few are defending because this pompous, arrogant, ignorant Florida Republican. That's what he is. He's getting every damn thing he deserves.
A paper trail or computer trail, digital trail, and then tried to get co-conspirators by showing others texts and pictures of people who he slept with. Someone who knows the law. He represents the people in passing laws. Someone who knows about sexual assault and sex crimes. He sits on, manages and oversees sexual assault and has something to do with that in terms of the Army. But someone whose ego got the best of him and thought that he could do anything that he wanted. Deja vu. I mean, are we surprised? It's another one. Here we go again. This weekend is the weekend where Democrats are getting together to make sure by that next week he's gone. Trust me, it's going to happen. They're just taking the weekend, gathering all the evidence, and he's going to be suspended or removed or very swiftly because he doesn't have any allies. When Fox leaves you after you've been on their show for 18 times in 1 month and they sever that relationship, you're done. You don't even have a mouthpiece anymore. So,
He been running his mouth a whole lot, Xavier, trashing folk, sitting here, coming from a red district. Man, ain't it something when the father of the party of family values all of a sudden starts faltering when it comes to these freaky ass Republicans.
Once he decided to become that was it for him. That was just the beginning of the end for him when he went on Tucker Carlson's show and said, and basically, I'm in trouble. We're all in trouble together. And that's when he showed other Republicans that he was willing to do whatever to save himself. And he was under investigation with Bill Barr leading the Department of Justice.
Mm-hmm.
So this wasn't a Democratic attack where he was trying to claim that there was a conspiracy against him. And also, he's shown his history. Reports come out where he and a few of his buddies were putting bounties on interns and women staffers down in the state of Florida and targeting Florida State University students. And so his past has caught up with him big time. And paying for sex with Cash App, I mean, leaving the absolute easiest paper trail, easy guy to find. He's been sloppy, and that's why they've called him Creepy Gaetz.
And you know what? He's probably going to start giving up whoever co-conspirators he was with. It couldn't have been just him. He wasn't functioning by himself. He's got something on some. Listen, he felt comfortable enough to show other people what he was doing. So those other people that he was showing, who are they? He's got something on them. We're going to hear more. We're going to hear more from his group of people, his collective, I'm sure.
Here's that point, Michael. This is from the New York Times. Go to my iPad.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple people told CNN that Gaetz had a history of showing off nude photos and videos of women that he said he slept with to colleagues on the House floor. Ooh, he talked a lot of smack on TV and Twitter. Michael, Matt gonna need a good lawyer.
Matt's gonna need a team of lawyers. Okay, number one. So this is a number of different things here, Roland. First of all, this is karma. This is universal law. This is the chickens coming home to roost. So I'm loving this. But there was one report that the allegations of Matt Gaetz using drugs like ecstasy. That will make a whole lot of sense because half the time when I hear Matt Gaetz, he sounds like he's on drugs. Okay, I'm serious. Half the time when I listen to him,
I think he's using Donald Trump Jr. stash.
Yeah. Exactly. And then we see the day that Matt Gaetz' communications director
quit.
Luke Ball resigned as well. Okay.
Tired of getting them. Do you have any comment? Do you have any comment?
Right.
Do you have any comment? Do you have any comment?
Nothing to say.
But so then you have the investigation from starting with the Barr Department of Justice. This could very well involve having sex with underage girls. Okay. And then if he showed pictures of underage girls, they're not underage women. Okay. Just so people understand that if they're under 18, they're girls. Okay. But if he showed pictures of women under 18 or girls, whatever, then that's child pornography.
That's right. Okay. The FCC's jumping in.
So he'd be in possession of child pornography and then showing child pornography to other people. The other people he showed it to, they're not witnesses. He tried to draw in Tucker Carlson on Tucker Carlson's show and try to make and Tucker Carlson could possibly be a witness now. But the other thing is, and I can't take credit for this punchline, David Jolly on MSNBC said this, former Republican, but he said the reason why Tucker Carlson said that he didn't remember that dinner is because maybe Tucker Carlson wasn't at that dinner with his wife. Maybe Tucker Carlson at dinner with another woman. Right? He's like, oh no, I don't remember that. Okay. But so this is a whole big mess. Hey. And I'm loving this. This is karma. This is universal law. Roland, it is what it is.
I ain't got no problem with it. All right, folks, back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.